Hello everybody, I am HexerPsy and today I will show you some of my farming. I met somebody online. He's named XX Sean Frost XX, and he's one of the people subscribed to my channel. So since it's the first time I've met somebody online who subscribed to me, I gave him an option of what I was going to do for the next video, and this is what it became, a farming video. I hope you all enjoy. First off, I have two R7 characters. One is HexerPsy, obviously, and the other one's WetRain. In this case, I'm using my Battle Summoner to tank and my CM to DD. As you can see, this is one of the better pools in which I got 3 mobs, and they hurt, but it's manageable. Usually, I am fully buffed with my buff slaves, and I pop an angel bottle to increase my PDEF. Of course, when I get the R7 set bonus Ancient Yagis, it increases my PDEF with another 500, which makes tanking all these mobs fairly easy. Of course, HP goes down, and that was a good heal for my angel there. It's of course a risky situation in a dungeon without a healer. I mainly rely on getting the buffs from an Octo, from a Soul Breeder buff slave. You will see in a few moments. So it's basically all about attack speed and regeneration through that buff. And my setup basically is a laptop on which I play Hexer, my quadcore on which I have WetRain, and behind the Rappelz screen there is a sandbox Rappelz on which my slaves are. And then this next pool here is a pool on which the Octo buff should expire. Because managing against one mob is very easy. My attack speed and the Octo buff usually keeps me alive very easily. Bloodthirst just expired there. It's not really getting me into any danger. So all I have to do is basically I invite the Soul Breeder into my party, because I need the Octo needs to be in my party to be able to give the buff. And as I need the next buff, I just summon another Octo. Octo buffs me, I kick the Soul Breeder, and I continue back farming. Basically, it takes around 20 seconds average to get that done. Not a huge delay every 4 minutes. Also, I like nightmaring as many mobs as I can, because after all, tanking is rather expensive. You consider your durability. You easily go through 300 durability in just 1 hour. Oh, and by the way, the Huna that stands here, Falcons, just ignore it. He came by to see how I was doing, and told him not to buff me so I could show you guys what I do on my own buffs. I guess he's AFK at this point. Now this will be the second rebuff. As you can just see, the Octo buff expired, so I'm gonna be facing 2 mobs without the Octo buff. And here's the little stats. As you can see, I have about 3.2k P attack, which is not very high, I know. My gear collecting predates the huge increase on the better durability, and my attack speed is about 250. It shouldn't be too much lower, or else I would be in trouble because the Octo buff just doesn't activate often enough below that attack speed. So I made the Soul Breather summon. That's what happens when it freezes, because Rappelz freezes as I use the sandbox. So I have Bloodthirst and I can continue again. The only thing annoying about this spot though is that the lengthy pulls. Fighting isn't that much of a problem, as long as I don't get extremely long, extremely big pulls. The 2, maybe 3 mobs will be fine, but it's just not safe if the mobs keep flocking on you and you just need a little break to keep yourself on healing. This next one here is a hard pull. As you can see, I have 2 of the cults and then a sorcerer. Now the cults hurt worse than the sorcerers, and I have to recall my angel at this point. The cultist awakes from nightmare and starts eating at my HP. Hexer just nightmare at the cultist and heal on WetRain. It may be interesting to know that basically I control each of my characters with one hand, and the mouse hand used to select things on WetRain is what I use for spamming on Hexer. So whenever I'm messing with my mouse, you can see Hexer's not spamming. So the angel was getting hit because of because the ads didn't chain to each other. Another interesting to know is the setup I use is rather delicate, and I prefer not to use skills, although of course it would make sense that it would increase my kill speed, would reduce my damage, but in fact the time that it takes to use those skills like Dirt Tornado, I get an extra hit, and in the end that really costs a lot of HP that I don't get through the Octo leech buff. Maybe something a lot of people don't realize is that your normal regeneration is stopped when you have the Octo rebuff. So you really rely on hitting on a mob to get anything back. Now I'm fighting the Soul Breather again, getting that Octo buff back. And as you can understand, even though I use the Octo buff, just one-handed weapons with even a nice attack speed as 250 is not enough to keep yourself alive purely on that buff, at least not with my PDEF and HP. Now I'm going to show you a slightly risky pull, because this seems very easy, just 2 angels. I could even nightmare 1, but I don't choose to because 2 is easy to manage and my regen should be enough to take the hits. Now extra heal because the critting hurts. Another crit. And out of the corner of my eye comes a cultist. I can usually see this coming because Hexer's screen faces the other way. And I choose to just ignore it for a while, because if I tried to heal myself, the angel would get hit, and it already takes some damage from my past damage, and the healing just doesn't weigh up against the damage the cultist does. So you would want to crowd control it, you would want to heal yourself, but there are really sometimes choices you have to make that you don't like that are better for your farming. So basically my farming here involves a lot of multitasking, because that is what it comes down to. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope to see you in game, and for anybody who would like to see something or make a suggestion of what you would want to see in the next video, please leave a comment and I'll see what I can do for you. Have a good day. Bye bye.